Hi, Facebook Live. How are you? It's Dr. Ali, your autism mom and communication expert. Welcome to Let's Talk Autism on a Tuesday night. It's been a while since I have come on because I didn't come on last week. Hi, Susanna. How are you? It's good to see you. What I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to make sure that you can hear me and that you can see me. Are you hearing and seeing me okay? Yes? And then I am going to share this to our Accept Autism Fest group so we can make sure they jump in. How are you guys doing? It's Tuesday. I'm excited because it's a brand new year. So as you're coming in, let me know where you're coming from so I can give you a shout out. Busy trying to get on track. Yes, I hear you. Good, good, good. Very, very good. And now let me make sure. Wait. Say hi. You want to say hi? Come say hi if you want to.
Hi.
Hi. So, making sure I share it with the group and then we can start moving. All right. I can't see or hear anything. So, what's going on with your side, Caitlin? We are seeing on my side. We are hearing on my side. All notifications are off. So I wanted to make sure that was happening. And I was trying for there not to be fingers in the way, but fingers had to jump in. So whoever's popping in, just let me know if you can see, if you can hear. I want to make sure that we have good connection before we go ahead. Welcoming everyone. It's Tuesday. It's the first Tuesday. Good. Thumbs up means yes, you can hear. Throw up some emojis means yes, you can hear. I see we have 5 people in. Caitlin, maybe you may have to turn up your sound. Good. Good. Because I see people are coming in. So that means we are here and we are hearing. I'm going to do a quick check on my phone. This is what I like to do. 5 people in. Yep. So we're in. Good. All right. So we're getting ready for... Oh, okay, cool. I want to make sure because when you tell me you can't hear, then I get concerned. And I want to make sure that we can't do it well. So guys, we're getting ready for 2018. We're actually here. We went through a whole year of 2017. We went through ups and downs. We went through wins and losses. We want to make sure everyone can hear and see. Hi, Lily. I know you guys are on, so I don't want to... Should I come out and start again, or should I get a thumbs up from everyone else? You know, this is how Facebook works. Sometimes it'll work, sometimes it glitches, sometimes it stops glitching. We're going to work with what we got. Throw me up some emojis. I see 8 people are here, so that means we are here. Yes. So I want to go straight into it. Today I'm going to share with you 3 habits that we as autism moms have to leave behind. Okay, thank you, Emma. Welcome. Thanks for coming in. Let me know where you guys are coming from so I can give your town, your neighborhood a shout out just because you made an effort to make it here tonight for Let's Talk Autism. So we want to go straight into 3 habits that we're leaving in 2017. Before I get into the 3 habits, what do you think is one habit that you know you as an autism mom must leave behind in 2017? And as you guys know, I'm an autism mom. So every once in a while, you're going to hear or see Zachary because that's my baby. He's here. That's the beautiful thing about doing it. So shout out to Texas. Hey, Texas. Hey, Detroit. Hey, Pennsylvania. New York is in the house. Yay, I'm loving it. Tonight we got 9 people on. It's going up. It's going up the longer we go on because we are so excited about 2018. There's my Hummer. There's my Hummer. My Hummer's excited. Yep. Once you hear the humming, you know he's excited. So I always love it when Zachary can pass by and see how we're doing. Tell me one thing that you know, one habit you know you have to leave behind, and I'm going to share my 3 as you're sharing your 1, okay? So one habit I know we have to leave behind as autism moms. Are you ready for it? Write number 1 if you're ready for our number 1. Hey, Wisconsin. Write 1 if you're ready to hear what's the first habit I'm going to tell you that you must leave behind in 2017. I don't want to hear it anymore. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it on any of your pages anymore. Micromanaging everything. Ooh, my son Elijah's 21. Hi, guys. I love the fact that you're sharing this information. So the first thing we're going to leave behind in 2017 is anything negative that has to do with autism. Anything negative that has to do with autism. So that negative chatter, that negative head chatter, you know, the things that go on in your head that you hear, you see, you think, but then all these thoughts goes around in your head, oh, because they're autism, and then the negative things start to happen. So the first thing we're going to leave is that negative internal chatter in your head. We're leaving that behind. We're not taking that into 2018. We're not using anything negative in our head that has to do with autism. Okay? Autism is amazing. Type it out. Autism is amazing. Okay? Am I saying every day is going to be perfect? Absolutely not. But guess what? Every day in anyone's life is not perfect. So let's throw away those excuses of, oh, because of its autism, that there comes the negative things that goes with it. No, in life we're going to have those negativity. In life we're going to have things that are not going to go the way that we want it to happen. So if we want to change the things that's going on with our babies, we have to stop that negative internal chatter. That stuff that tells us, no, they can't. That stuff that tells us that, oh my goodness, no, you can't. The things that let you know that, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. You know, the things that just stop you in your place, stop you from letting you be the greatest you that you can be. That. Yep, that. So everybody type out, bye-bye negative chatter, bye-bye negative head chatter, because that's the stuff that's in your head. Thank you, Caitlin. I appreciate it. That's that stuff in your head. You know, the stuff where we continue to just hear it, and sometimes it's so loud. Hi, Lisa Ann. Thanks for joining. Sometimes it's so loud that we can't even hear our own thoughts, because we have conditioned ourselves to start thinking that autism means I can't, I won't, I never, he'll won't, he can't. Let's get rid of all those negative head chatter and let's start changing our head chatter into something of possibility. I'm not saying perfection. Let's say it again. You have a Hummer too? I said, come here, my Hummer. Yes, I'm not saying perfection. What I'm saying is possibility. So as we release that negative head chatter, we're welcoming in, we're bringing in possibilities. But I'm not getting into that today. So that was number one. So if you're ready for number two, here's the second habit, what you are leaving behind. Write down number two. Write down number two. Write down number two. Write down number two if you're ready to hear what is the second habit that you are leaving behind. I know. I got you, Nina. I know. Because the brand new year, we start to think about what's going to happen this year. And sometimes we start to hear that negative chatter. And that's what stops us from finding the programs we want to find, the things that we want to do, the things that we want to do as parents, that we stop ourselves because of that negative head chatter that makes us say, oh, no, they can't. Oh, no, they won't be able to. So today, we're leaving that negative chatter behind in 2017. So number two, we are going to stop doing everything for them. Stop doing everything for them. So I'm going to say it out loud. Stop enabling them. So I'm saying this out loud for you and for me, because you know how we do it. You know the things that they can do, and you know the things that they can't do. And there are times when, because we're rushing, or because we think that they can't, or because in our head we say that they can't, we begin to do everything for them. And when I say everything, I mean everything. I mean to the point where you know that they can do it, but because you want to save time, or because you want to do it the best way, then you say, oh, I'm going to do it. It's going to be faster. It's going to be done better. So we are going to stop enabling them. It's time for you to say goodbye to enable and say hello to empower. Say goodbye, enable. Enable gets left in 2017. Hello, empower. It's time for us to start empowering our babies. What does that mean? That means whatever we think that they can do, whatever they were able to do yesterday, we're going to try to empower them to do a little bit better for tomorrow. So we're going to start helping them move towards better limits. We're going to start better places, not limits. Let me fix myself. Better places. It's mom, I'm grown. Exactly. Change. Once I started sitting back and letting Lucas figure things out on himself. Exactly, Caitlin. We spoke about this at the beginning of 2017. We spoke about this in July when we spoke about that independence. And guess what? I created my content for July and we're going back to independence again in July. But for now, January, it's all about that igniting that new you, that amazing you, that new year, that new you, right? So what we're going to do, we're leaving behind us trying to do everything for them. What does it look like? That we start thinking about how we can empower them more. How does that sound? Can we leave that behind? Is it okay? Throw up some emojis. Let me know, guys. Facebook checks to see how you engage and how you interact. If we want this page to be spread, if we want this page to come up on people's feeds, you got to interact with me. So throw up some emojis, say amen, throw up a hello, tap the like, make sure that button at the bottom, share it out there to your family and friends because they need to know it too. Why do they need to know it? So they can empower us. Why do they need to know it? Because they also will spend time with our babies. And they have to also learn to get rid of that negative head chatter because they have it too. They have to learn how to, yeah, he's going to find the most noisiest thing right now. That's okay. I'm all right with that. And the second thing is they have to remember, Zachary, can you take it down, please? Thank you. And they have to remember that what was the second point that I made? Now I got distracted because I was talking to Zachary. So the first thing, that for us enabling them, they have to stop the enabling. Okay? So that's number 2. So number three. If you're ready for number 3, type in number 3 so I can give you the third thing that we are believing behind in 2017. I'm making sure I'm still on, checking my service to make sure we're still on. Yay, Emma! Cutting veggies, making up their beds, putting up their toys, getting themselves dressed. There's so much they can do that we are trying to do too much for them. And if you think you're letting them do a lot, guess what? There's more they can do. So think about, what are you enabling? We all are. The reason why I know we all are, because me as a communication coach, me as Autism Mom Expert, I do the same thing also. And I have to keep telling myself, no. I have to let him do it. Just now, before we came on, that's why I came on late, is because he was like, oh, Mom, I need barbecue sauce for my dinner. And I was getting ready to go get it for him. And I said, whoa. Go get the barbecue sauce, open it up, and put a little bit on it. Boom, you can do that yourselves. Exactly, Sarsi. I'm guessing I said it right. Is it Sarsi? That's a beautiful name. So guys, make sure, like I said, please continue to like, please continue to share, and then please continue to leave your comments behind, because that's what will help Facebook to know that the message is really good, and they'll help to boost what we're talking about. Why is it important for us to boost what they're talking about? Because what am I doing? I am speaking about the positivity, the amazingness, the motivation, the beauty of autism. What's not being spoken about enough? The positivity, the beauty, the amazingness, the lessons of what you can do to improve that connection. Speech pathologist, audiologist, that's where it comes from. And I want it for you, and then I want it for the world. So initially, I'm speaking to you, but you are going to help us, not me, us, to speak it out to the world. Because the more we speak about it, is the more changes are going to happen. The more our babies are going to feel motivated, accepted, included. Absolutely. I always have to remind Lucas' dad to let him do certain things. Exactly, especially dads, right? Always provide communication alternatives and access. Absolutely. Absolutely. And now we know that communication does not always have to be verbal, because we have so many other things. We have pictures, we have sign, we have AAC devices, we have picture exchange, we have just pointing, we have their own language that they create. We have a lot of options to help them to communicate. So that's what you're doing by empowering them. So number three, the third thing we're leaving behind. So the first thing we said, quick recap, the first thing we're leaving behind is negative head chatter. The second thing we're leaving behind is enabling them. And the third thing we're leaving behind, are you ready to hear about the third thing? Because it's going to be big. It's going to be big. Zachary, I need you to take it down, honey. The third thing is going to be big. Are you ready? Stop being so quiet about it. Stop being so quiet about it. Stop hiding about it. Stop not sharing enough about it. Stop not going live about it. Stop the ashamedness about it. I'm asking you to leave a little bit of that behind. I'm not saying it all because we all are at different places in our lives. Don't be afraid to think outside the box in terms of ways to teach your child how to do things. Girl, we are outside the box. Exactly. We are outside the box. Bump box. We don't know what a box is. We got kids that just do whatever they want to when they feel like at times. And totally unpredictable. Because they're in their own world. They're not even doing it because they want to do something that's going to get us upset. They're doing it because that's some of the things and some of the ways, I'm not saying all the time, but some of the ways of how they are processing things. It's okay. Hi, Miss Deborah Vines. Shout out to Miss Deborah Vines, another one of our amazing autism advocates in Chicago, Illinois. Looking forward to coming to see you in April. All right, so number three, like we said, is we're leaving the hush. We're leaving the behind in 2017. It's time for us to start making noise. It's time for us to start making noise. It's time for us to start. I know it doesn't apply to you, Caitlin, because Caitlin, you're an amazing mom. You've been engulfed with me for the last year. Since you received that book and you've been in our group and you've been there, every single thing has been come out your mouth has been that. But I'm speaking to the thousands and hopefully the millions of the others that we are sharing this to. The ones who are not here, the ones who may not let us know the dark moments that they're having, the ones who are not sharing with others. I had a rough night last night because my son kept me up last night. I had a rough morning because one thing changed out of their pattern and it just uprooted everything else in my morning. You see, when we keep it all in and when we keep it all pressured into ourselves, it builds up and it builds up and it builds up. And then we explode. And who do we explode to? We explode to all those that are around us and sometimes our babies who don't even ask for it. So books to read this year would be Typed Words, Loud Voices, Loud Hands, and the U.S. Book Thesis. These are really good books to read. Got it. Thank you. I'm trying to say it right. Sarsi. Because I'm a speech pathologist, I'm trying to do it the way it is phonetically. I'm using my phonetic connection and I'm also using my background of how I think it's being said. So if we keep doing those three things, guys, then you're going to see how your life is going to change 2018. If you leave some of those things behind and you embrace your new you, One Night Love is parenting autistic children with love and acceptance. Absolutely. What I love about this world is that Saoirse, wow, that's not even, I wasn't even close, Saoirse. So Saoirse, whenever you come on, you're going to have to do me a favor at least for 3 more times. Just type it in that way for me so I can say it properly. And by the 3rd or 4th time, I'll create memory and I'll be able to say it a few more times. But I'm excited that you guys popped in. I'm excited that you're sharing this. Happy New Year to you too, Esther. Happy New Year. I'm so excited. I use reverse psychology. Elijah, he asked, Mom, are you okay? I love reverse psychology. Like, I do it with Zachary all the time. Like, when he's upset, instead of me arguing with him, I just stop talking. And he knows when I stop talking, at that moment, it's like, Mom is upset. And I just said, and then when he asked me, he's like, Mom, when you talk to me, I said, give me a few minutes. Mom just needs a little timeout time. I just need a break. Let me process this so I can talk to you again. So we're finished with the top 3 habits. I'll tell you a quick story. Last week we went to the SpongeBob SquarePants SpongeBob theater show, right? The play. And he was excited. He did amazing. I will let you know. Don't worry, it's Irish. The spelling Irish is hard. Thanks a lot. We got some good books that show and Uniquely Human. It shows you a different way to view every aspect of autism, turn it into a positive thing. I love it. Keep sharing. And then when you're finished sharing, make sure you share this post out to others so they can see the things that you're recommending, okay? And when we finished seeing the play, he loved the play, he engaged in the play, every single moment he absolutely loved. A friend of mine is in the play. She said you can come backstage. I'm excited about going backstage. Another group of my friends are excited about going backstage. Guess who's not excited about going backstage? My son. So he goes backstage. I finally talk him into going backstage. And he is miserable. And he's telling me he's ready to go. And he's pulling me. And he's hiding. And he's doing all these things to let me know that he did not want to be there. So I had to learn through my own situation, right? So there are 3 things that I thought about what I could have done to make this situation better. And this is a totally different post, but for those who are still hanging around, this is like the after party, which I would usually do in Accept Autism Fest, but I'll do it in here today. What I learned from myself, and it's the same thing I tell you guys. So as I coach you, as I coach some of you, whether it's individually in the group or if it's on one of these sessions, preparation, planning, and communication is the key. Because I didn't explain to him ahead of time about the after stage because I completely forgot about that. So of course, after the show is done, what are you going to think? He's done, right? Documentary Unspoken, they're both by non-fiction. Unspoken is by Emma. Love it. Thank you for sharing, Sirsha. And I didn't prepare him. I didn't plan him in the middle by continuing to prompt him, right? And I didn't communicate with him. So I just assumed at the end, he would just go with the flow. Sometimes we do that, right? So even I had to stop and take a minute and go back to the fact that preparation, planning, communication is always the key. Because he went to the back and he had his breakdown. Full-blown breakdown. Cool, yay, Caitlin! Yes, absolutely. So, as we're going through this, I know they love to know what's next. But Zachary has been so, like, he's growing and he's maturing. And we've done so much communication in the past. So here I am thinking, oh, he'll be great. He'll just go with the flow. Because he can go with the flow. Don't get me wrong. Like, I've done it so much with him that he tends to go with the flow. Mom, I can say it a few minutes before and he'd be fine with it. But I had to learn for this one. I can't always assume that. So I have to continue doing the things that I've done from before because I know if he doesn't know it, and it's not even him knowing it whilst we were there. Excuse me. It's not even him knowing it whilst we were there. Because usually I can tell him in the middle or whilst we're there that, oh, afterwards we're going to see this. But he needed to know this ahead of time. Like, he needed to know before we even came. Because in his brain, he already scheduled, there it is. In his brain, he already scheduled what the day looked like. Like, I've been preparing him for the SpongeBob show, but I didn't prepare him for the after or the possibility because I wasn't sure if it was going to happen or not. Zachary's 11, going on 12 in May. And since it was a possibility, I was like, I wouldn't tell him because I didn't want to ruin it. And I don't know, just a lot was going on. It was Christmas time, so I just didn't, you know. Yeah, it was a big, but you know what, the cool thing about it was that he did so well with the sensory overstimulation in the actual, and I got to pop off, it was 9 o'clock already, in the actual play, which that was the part where I prepared him for, like the different acts. I even showed him what my friend was going to look like and all the things that may have happened, excuse me, that I actually thought that he would have been fine with the transition to the back because the back is less people, right? So here am I thinking, it's less stimulation, less people. It's a backstage, so no one's pretty much there except for us. We got to go on stage. And thinking that he would have been totally fine with it. Thanks so much, Susanna. But he wasn't. And it was cool. I mean, I was upset. I'm not going to lie. I'm like, oh, man, he doesn't want to enjoy the backstage. This is like the best thing ever to happen. But then after a while, I think we stayed maybe like 10 minutes. And as he began to break down, I spoke to him. And I kept talking to him during it, thinking that, okay, he'll go with the flow, you know, like he does with me a lot of time. Hey, Patrice. I love seeing my amazing moms popped in. But it didn't flow. It didn't flow that day. So we all have our days. We all have our moments when sometimes it flows and sometimes it just doesn't flow. Because the sensory stuff was built up. Possibilities, Sirsha. Honey. I'm teaching. Thank you. As he comes by, he's like, okay, I'm just going to turn up everything. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the 3 tips that I shared with you. I hope you are ready to take this into your 2018. Next week, I have a whole new different theme that I have for you guys for next week. I'm super excited because this month is all about New Year, New You. You're gonna start seeing some graphics and some things that leads into it, and I want you guys to stay active, continue posting, continue sharing as we post the graphics, ask questions, post what's going on, and share, because this is our opportunity to get autism motivation out to the world and our amazing gift out to the world. For those who don't have it by now, you should have. This is gonna come in backwards. I know I should have turned it around. But Our Amazing Gift by Dr. Alicia Griffith, you should have this by now. And this month, guys, I will be releasing the second edition. I'm so excited. Yes, it's coming out this month. Yes. It's coming out. I know you guys been waiting for it, but that's how it goes. You like my shirt? Ignites your amazing. All right, guys, so it's time to cut off. I'll see you later. Sometimes you may say, can I pray alone tonight? Wow, even prayer, right? I'll see you later. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for sharing. And I will see you guys next Tuesday for Let's Talk Autism. Bring your questions in and we can talk about it while we're on. Okay? So next week we'll talk about whatever 3 things I'm going to share. And then we'll save some time towards the end to talk about any of your concerns that you'd like to talk about. Happy New Year. Happy 2018. I love you and good night. Bye. Hi, Dawn.